Fighting the Dapper Slime, as is tradition, on the Silent. And we have a really good option here on just a random common relic, but I'm going to go for the meme run. Some of my best, most enjoyable runs on the Silent have come from a boss relic swap, so we'll see. A Slaver's Collar. Very interesting. The Slaver's Collar says during boss and elite combats, gain energy at the start of your turn. It is interesting. So we're going to look for, I think, this early elite. So we have Elite Campfire Elite. And maybe a nice attack card from this shop here. We'll see. It is, of course, like a net negative on the run as a whole in floor fights since we gave up Ring of the Snake, but there's no true downside to Slaver's Collar other than it doesn't do, it doesn't really do anything other than until you're in an elite fight or boss. Fire Potion helps too. Okay. Good face, bad face. Are you here for the memes too, good face, bad face? Because I know how this normally goes. It's a very good face. Picked up Face of the Cleric. The end of combat. Raise your max HP by 1. On floor 2 of Act 1. That is a very good get for us. You're here for the shard? If I could have, I would have. The game is asking me to meme it up on this run, and I'm here to oblige. But none of this really helps us through the elites that I was talking about. Noxious Fumes, like, I don't know. It's good. It's very slow on a lot of the fights. So we will be, well, we have 2 more floor fights to go through. Almost entirely reliant on Skewer to get us through. But we're Skewer 4 energy, so I'll take the Noxious. Fumes and Bane? I don't like Bane. I tried to make Bane work for a really long time, and it just doesn't do the thing that you need it to do. And especially when there's something else in the way of you actually doing that thing, which is Noxious Fumes. It's going to be way too slow at this point. I'm going to pass on the Bane for now. Can't really explain it beyond that. I recommend you try it out, and maybe you'll come to a different conclusion than I have, but I don't know. It's just not the thing I want it to be. 3 strikes. To Sucker Punch, Deflect, and Eviscerate. Don't really like Sucker Punch in general, but we haven't picked up any other cards at this point. So I'm going to take it for that reason only. I mean, we picked up other cards, but we're missing, like, the good stuff that we need. Whatever the good stuff is. Okay, so we never kill next turn with Skewers, so... Okay, ooh. Poison Stab and Dagger Spray. Now these are some good cards. The Poison Stab is going to be better for us against the Gremlin Knob and Lagavulin, where Dagger Spray is going to be better on, say, the Tri-Sentries. But Dagger Spray is also just flat good damage, and it also scales into our slime boss fight quite well. We'll do that. Should have kept track. So we've gained... I guess we've just gained +2 max HP so far from the Mask of the Cleric, but it's something. Yeah, we full block. I think it's worth it. I was thinking about Skewer, actually, so I'm happy I drew it. So I was like, 7 times 4, 28. We don't actually kill one here. Noxious Fumes is really late to the party. It's almost not even worth the 1 energy at this point. So we could do 14 damage. You're on 21 HP next turn. We drew 12 damage, so we're not really close to a kill. Noxious Fumes does allow us to apply Neutralize when we draw it too, so it's also kind of a defensive play. Yeah. Buddy Fred, thank you very much for the follow. Well, that worked out. Good fight. An incense burner as well. These relics are ridiculous. And a predator, thank you very much. Go ahead and get something upgraded here. We just fought the Tri-Sentries, so we know we're going into either the Lagavulin or Gremlin Knob fight. On both of those, we're going to have 4 energy. I think just getting Skewer up to do 40 damage as burst is very good, to say the least. Aww. Sadly, no Skewer open. A pen nib as well. And some more poison here. We haven't picked up any defense cards, which has me slightly hesitant. So we can either take 2 potential upgrades or this path over here with a lot of combats. The combats aren't inherently bad with the Face of the Cleric, so we'll pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 max HP just by going along this path. And we have Slayer's Collar for the elite, so I think that's correct. Oh my. And Ninja Scroll. At the start of each combat, add 3 shivs to your hand. Sure. This does help with pen nib if I'm awake enough to actually make that work. Gotta keep track of it. Okay, another Swift Potion, or a Swift Potion, I suppose. Chance at an Alchemize. Yeah, absolutely. Trash Sentries take 2. We do have the Pen Nib proc. Do not have Incense Burner for next turn, so almost perfect. But not quite. Okay. So do we like our potions, or do we want a different one? And I think we can take a different one. The energy potion is, I think, the keep. Like, energy potion plus skewer is potentially 60 damage to the slime boss. That'd be a good split for us, depending on when we draw it. We don't really need to play the Swift Potion, though. I like both of those. I don't know, it feels like a waste to hang on to these potions all the way to the boss fight, knowing we'll probably skip on some from floor fights as well. But I like both of these on that fight. Maybe the Swift Potion the least, maybe, though? Like, I don't know, they're both good. Regen Potion. Okay. We'll do the regen over Swift. We can pop it on one of these floor fights. Thanks. Pop it on this floor fight. We go. G. Take the one? Never. Okay. And now Vivate. For how long? I just don't know. Set up Incense Burner? Yeah. We're not quite to that point yet, but we'll get there. $21 cards in the first act so far. Finally got our block card, though, in Leg Sweep. Okay, so we took the one there. Never, except sometimes. That's all right. Man, these are both so good for the split. I just don't really want to take damage this turn. So we can do... Cutting Potion is 18 damage. So we get a full... We don't take 8, I guess is the point. And then we can Alchemize as well to replace it. Not as good. Two Cthulhu for school. Thank you very much for the follow. Okay, so what do we want Incense Burner on? Is it 3? I think it's 3, because we go in, that's 4, next turn's 5, and then 6. Yeah, we want on 3. This isn't really the fight we want to be setting up Incense Burner on, but yes, it is what it is. Need backstabs? You know, I don't think backstabs would actually be counter to what we want to do. Because we don't have Ring of the Snake, if we take some backstabs, then we... Hold on. Then we are guaranteeing 20% of our draw for the remainder of the game just from backstabs, which I think is inherently bad. If we pick up like a bag of prep, things that are innate like backstab become good. It does work with pen nib, I guess, and ninja scroll things, but... Okay, we won on 3, so we don't want to kill him next turn. Do want to kill him the following turn. So if we set the poison to 8, that is 15 damage over 2 turns, and we just kill him with poison. Yeah. Thorn's Potion is a kill. No! Okay. We'll keep the liquid bronze, I guess. Alright. Infinite Blades. Dagger Throw and Poison Stab. Why not just discard it? Yeah. I should have. I'll be completely honest. This is the end of the day for me. I'm not at my best. Fading quickly. I'm trying to get through one more run for you guys. But mistakes will be made, for sure. You're right. I could have just discarded it, but it's late brain. Okay. We can set up a really nice skewer. We can actually set up an 80 damage skewer on turn... No. 120 damage skewer on turn 1. Is that right? Wait, this is 24. I ruined it? Oh, it's the late brain. Oh no. No. It's fine. We're still fine. That was so dumb. Oh god. I need to stop. Get me out of here. It made so much sense in my mind. I can't even begin to tell you. Quick restart. No. I think we're fine. It was very bad play, though. It's very bad. Ugh, so dumb. Disgusted with myself. Hey, look, pen nib. Oh, God. What a play. All right. Thanks for the save, Incense Burner. I can't believe I did that. I was like, oh, wait, Dagger Spray is 24 damage. That's more than 20. Oh, God. Unfollow? I don't even blame you. We'll take Wraith form, because it's Wraith form. Need to be any other reason. Erect Gandalf. Tantalizing. Thank you for the follow. Snecko, that is a Snecko. It is. Bring the pain. I can take it. Against the collector here, 369 gold. Nice. And a dream. Okay. Thanks, Incense Burner. Spread the love a little bit. I think we're close to just killing them both next turn. Oh no, we went through Dagger Spray. Oh, whatever. Oh. Well. That's a turn. So we can kill one with Pen Nib, but it's pretty ugly. 10? Ugh. You're up to 77 max HP thanks to the Face of the Cleric. I think that's plus 11. Ooh, this nerd. Oh my goodness. Oh, true. There. Thank you very much for the follow and Erect Gandalf. Dude, tantalizing and fabulous. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subby. It's been a hell of a night. I'm actually just, I didn't think I was going to get that close, but I'm 5 subbies away from my next emo, which I'm jazzed about. Thank you guys very much for the love and support. Much appreciated. Sucker Punch is 6 block, but we don't get the deadly poison out. Really? So if it wasn't obvious, this is a bad fight for us. I feel like it is obvious though. Oh, and Nib. I think I missed a line. Yeah, probably. Do have Skewer coming around. Plus Dagger Spray Pen Nib. Like, we have a decent chance just to kill this guy next turn. Alright, Essence of Steel, I don't think we want. Chance at Blur. We can do some things with Blur. I think Blur Wraith form is actually kind of nice. Become one bitey girl. You know, 24 max HP does set us lower than where we started, but we do have Face of the Cleric. I like this event a lot when you have the Molten Egg, but I think we're good. We haven't removed any strikes yet, so taking bites instead of them is just kind of a net gain for us. I don't have any shops to go through. Oh, we do up here. Now we are looking for like meal ticket value to heal us. We'll look for a card. Do not spark joy. We have a chance at Catalyst here, which is nice. But we don't have a lot of sources of poison. We do have Deadly Poison and Noxious Fumes, but it's just slow. What time is it? About 1:30 where I am now. And I was up at 6 o'clock this morning. Got to work at 8. I took a final, 2.5 hour short answer only final for grad school from 10 to 12:30, and then I worked until sometime, and then I came home and I started streaming. It's been a very long day. A calculated gamble is maybe just better here. It's not going to be zero cost in most instances, but it could save us from a very bad hand. It draws 6 cards for us, so it's not really the scaling we need to deal with. The collector, though. Try it. We'll try it. What am I going to grad school for? I am currently in a biochemistry track. It's just a master's program that's sponsored by my employer for now, so I don't have to pay for it, which is a nice little perk. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be doing it, to be honest. But that's where I'm at for now. It is possible, like there's a direct track to roll this type of master's into a PhD, but I don't know if that's my true calling, if that's my truth. Let's see, I think I want this liquid bronze for the Book of Stabbing, maybe. Yeah, let's take the draw. Just never know. Hey, it's pen nib skewer again. So we would need to pen nib skewer for 3? Yeah. Like my facial hair? Thank you. I grew it myself over some period of time. I'm at, I don't know, I used to do the thing where like you change it based on the season. Like you do long in the winter, then you trim it up for spring or lose it for the summer and things like that, but it just got to be exhausting. So now I've just let it kind of go. Well, not let it go. That sounds like I have been reckless with my beard. That's not true. It's a purposeful beard. Oh, I'm highly biased after working in the biological sciences for a few years. But if I could go back and get my EE degree, I'd be all about it because I don't know. Biology just ain't all that, I guess is what I'll say. It's all right, but electrical engineering has some real nice, highly paid jobs. Nice. Fight for us. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I think I spent the first like 26 or 7 years of my life being able to grow. Well, wait, that's not true at all. Hold on. For my adult life, I had the ability to grow a beard, but I chose not to. For no really good reason. It's just I didn't want to take care of it. But then after a certain point, I was like, you know what? If I can do this, I feel like I should. because to not do it just feels disrespectful to those who can't. I knew a lot of guys who would try to grow the beard and were disappointed when it didn't quite fill in right or whatever. Anyway. So now I have a beard, and that's the end of that story. Biopay is tiny if you don't go into medicine. You're telling me. When I remember, oops, I missed a sucker punch there. I remember when I went back to school to finish my, well, basically undergraduate. They were like, you know, just pick a STEM field, whatever one interests you, and you'll be just fine. It doesn't matter as long as it's STEM. And I was like, oh, cool. Well, I like, well, basically biology. To keep it short, I had bites to play there. It's all falling apart. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll just do that. And, you know, hindsight and all, I wish I had gone for physics and math-based stuff. Because I went through, like, calculus and whatever. Like, I did all the hard math and stats and whatever. May as well have gotten something out of it, as opposed to getting minuscule pay to try to cure diseases, cancer and Alzheimer's. Nobody cares about that. There's no money in curing diseases. Yeah, I think comp sci in particular is the field, if I could go back in time, I would have done, because I grew up at the birth of the internet. I've been building and playing and doing things on computers my entire life. I cannot tell you why that did not click in my brain. And I don't know, I should have just gone for that. But hindsight and all, if I could turn back time, I don't know. But, you know, when I first started college, there was no clear indication that comp sci was going to necessarily, like, bubble the way that it has. There was, like, the bubble and burst, you know, around when Netscape got really big and things like that, these initial internet browsers before, like, this is before Google was a thing, before YouTube was a thing. Like, this, it was not obvious. I'm not that old. Like, YouTube was a thing when I went to college, but it wasn't entirely obvious that it was going to be what it is today. So, you know, do I take care of my beard? Yes, of course. You have to. I think that's one of my bigger pet peeves with things like No Shave November is when guys do that. Cool, do it, live your truth and all that, but you can't just let it go. Like, you know, like, you gotta take care of it. It just doesn't work like that. Alta Vista, Opera, so many of these early browsers, yes. So yeah, I take care of it. I trim it up. You know, it doesn't grow in at the same speed. So you have to, you know, trim it up. And if you're going to let it grow, you let it go for like a week. Then you trim it up to a certain length, and you just increase that length over time. So apparently, like, longer than I normally am. And I end up doing this a lot, which is like which is not good, but it ends up being kind of a tick isn't the right. A thing I catch myself doing a lot. Plus, you have to get through that nasty, like, early kind of itchy phase of the beard that I hate. We'll take the Warp Tongs, largely because we have all these bites to heal the HP back from, so why not? Secretly hoping this would be a way for us to get rid of said curse, but that's okay. Nice pen nib. Sure. Yes. The initial itchy phase, when it's just coming in and it's uneven, like, it's kind of like growing your hair out. Like, when I was a teenager, I didn't have long hair, but I grew up in a hockey town, so I kind of had like longer-ish hair. So, but there's always that awkward in-between phase where you've got like the accidental bowl cut, and it, I don't know, like doing anything with hair, facial or otherwise, results in some interesting situations sometimes. I don't even know if I have a picture of that. Yes, I do. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I have to go through like the deep seated archives of Facebook or something. I'm gonna break my mouse wheel trying to find this. All right, where did that go? Oh, whatever. It's gonna take too long. I'll pull it up another night. I think I found a picture though. The issue is like, you know, there's just other people in the pictures, so I don't want to. I don't know. The internet's weird. I think we get a kill next turn, which is almost perfect. Well, I think it kind of is perfect with Incense Burner. We're going against either Gremlin Leader or Tri-Slavers, where we'll let's kill them. Where we'll want Incense Burner on 1. Ooh, dash with Snecko Eye, absolutely. This is actually not a great turn 1 here, but that's okay. That's fine. Is what it is. Thanks for upgrading the Shiv Warp Tongs. With the Pen Nib, we proc Dagger Spray for 24 damage, so need to do anything other than this. And okay. I should have checked the year on that picture. I bet it was... maybe it wasn't that long ago. I bet it was 2000... 2009? Was that only 10 years ago? Oh my... Well, anyway. It felt like longer ago when I was looking at the picture. I'm like, this is... 1999. Do 20 damage to this nerd here, so we can afford 1 energy. I like our potions going into the collector fight, so we'll just dump this in him. Nice. It's pretty clean so far. Until this turn. Famous last words as always. So we can, I think we can energy potion. No, that's only 2, so this would be 40 damage. We're on 49, 42, so we're 2 off lethal, I think. Yikes. So much. This fight was going so incredibly well. Is it lethal with the potion? Oh, if we don't play the bite. Durr. I was thinking like with pen nip going. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for saving me from my late brain. At least I didn't do anything. Haste. Skip all this stuff. Yeah, the run's going exceptionally well so far. We're looking for things that we want to have upgraded. Done with our powers. Things we want to have upgraded that don't necessarily have to be hit by warp tongs for them to be good. Something like calculated gamble, making sure it's always around. Dash upgrade is just good, as well as leg sweep. Things like alchemize are a complete waste since the cost is randomized. Let's see, no kunai or anything like that to worry about. Yeah, I think I like this. Who knows? It may save us. Oh no, Snecko. Already confused. The Incense Burner Wraith form combo is very, very nice. I mentioned it enough. This dumpy Blessing of the Forge, I think. Nice. Oh no, we kill with bite and we're fine. 12. Yeah, it's okay. Flying all out attack, Bane, we'll skip on all of those. Take another upgrade here before the collector fights. Like Sweep and Predator, I kind of agree. The Predator in particular, like maybe Leg Sweep. Yeah, I want the 3 turns a week. We don't have, like, we do have a Sucker Punch in the deck, but it's Sucker Punch and it kind of sucks. So, Hain on turn 1. Thanks, dude. Sucker Punch PogChamp? Yes, we took Sucker Punch in a moment of need sometime in early Act 1. Don't worry, I don't actually think that Sucker Punch is worth a take in most instances. Turn 15. Do not have a kill here. Gross. An Incense Burner is on the wrong turn. Well, we do have a kill, but And we take 38. Yikes. Yeah, so Incense Burner is going to come in next turn when the Collector is debuffing. Nib. I did that wrong. Making so many mistakes. Nice. Excellent, excellent, excellent Wraith form turn. We should have the kill with 18 poison on. Incense Burner's making its way around. I think worst case. Indigo Crest, thank you very much for the follow. All right, some HP back. Nice, solid fight, honestly. 501 gold, and we need to make our way to a shop. We have a meal ticket as well. The Malays to a 4th energy. So we have Cursed Key, a Pandora's Box, and a Sacred Bark. Pandora's Box transforms all strikes and defends. We've already gotten rid of all of our strikes, so it just transforms our defends. We don't have any other potion synergies for Sacred Bark, though I think it's good on its own. And a Cursed Key means that we're for sure taking 1, if not 2 curses while we have Pain in the deck. So I think it's just a Sacred Bark, and we hope for the best with Snecko Eye. We have none of our key pieces, and our path is predetermined as a result. Flaming Elite is on the left-hand side here, not through a shop. Stuff. Okay. Well, at least we have Incense Burner on turn 1, I guess. Kellogg's All Bran. Love to hear the story of your name sometime. Thank you very much for the follow. Okay, Acrobatics is more card draw with Snecko. Sure. I don't usually like it on 3 energy, but again, we have Snecko, so what's the big deal? We'll just look at 1. My fear was kind of what we see here is that a lot of the colorless cards are low cost. You can think of ones that are 2 cost. I mean, you've got like, whatever. Hand of Greed, which I think is shop only, I think. Unconfirmed, but I think it's shop only. Apotheosis, whatever. But a lot of these are just zero-cost things that aren't going to work particularly well with Snecko Eye. We could take a thinking ahead for card draw. I don't think so. The hunt for noxious fumes has begun. Hey, never mind. It has ended. Oh, I said we didn't have any ocean synergies with Sacred Bark, but we do. I totally forgot about Alchemize when I said that. Well, anyway. If we can, we'll carry this and nib into the Flaming Elite. Yeah, we're taking 3 damage right now. We can take 1 from Pain to block 2, kind of. It's got to be worth it. Good fight. Yeah, a special shout out to the Mask of the Cleric. We're almost back at our starting max HP in Ascension 20 of 66 after losing 24 max HP from the Bites event. I think that's our only max HP loss, which means Mask of the Cleric has gained us 20 HP. Pretty good relic. Oh, who's our boss, by the way? Did I say? Oh, Bird with Arms. Bird with Arms is our boss. We don't have like hardly any powers outside of Noxious Fumes and the Wraith form. We also don't have any Piercing Wails to reduce the Bird with Arms' strength, but we do have the Malaise, I suppose. Not all bad. I guess we'll just take the dash. Oh, thank you. Oh my god. Thank you. So we did end up getting a shop. Remove Pain, of course. I think that was a no-brainer right away. Yeah, we can do some just crazy things with Nightmare. Catalyst, again, is very slow, but it is scaling damage for us. Yeah, and it's sitting right next to Nightmare. I know. I'm just looking at our deck thinking we have an unupgraded Deadly Poison and Noxious Fumes to apply poison. It's not a good spot for us for a poison type of build. But it is a way to win. So we'll take it. Explosive Potion I like. Speed Potion is pretty okay. Blood Vial for the HP versus Prismatic Shard for the memes. Choose memes every time. All right. I think we'll take this opportunity to recall. We do have 3 campfires this act, but we have a lot of the good stuff upgraded already. Getting the Catalyst upgrade there was maybe the most important thing to upgrade. So we'll recall early. Max HP Snack. Turn 1's pretty wild. That Nightmare, we don't even have that much to Nightmare in this hand. Like, we could Nightmare the 0-cost Shiv, the upgraded Shiv, I guess. It's 18 damage. I believe you can. I've never tried to Nightmare Ascender's Bane. That's a solid question. Something I hadn't considered. I guess we'll do the Shiv. Just because it's 0 cost, basically. It's not the best use of our Nightmare. We could have let it ride, honestly, with the extra draw from Snecko, but... So you had Charon's Ashes, yeah. Only. So we're going to use our Explosive Potion next turn. The 2 daggers that spawned in with Reptomancer have plus max HP as well, if you've noticed. So even though I think we can kill one, the plan is to use Explosive next turn and save us from this fight that way. 20? It's 20. And then the 3 Shivs that we're getting into our hand thanks to Nightmare will allow us to kill those guys. Oh. So will Dagger Spray. Then there was one. I was thinking maybe I should use my speed potion, but we have bites and things to recover HP. I don't know. 2 summons, wow. A very kind Reptomancer. $60 damage? No. Yeah, next turn has some spice associated with it. I don't really know how that goes. So we'll draw extra cards. We do have this Swift Potion. Hoping for like a Wraith form. You're not Wraith form. So dash is 10. We would have to dash plus bite to block that 25. I think that's absolutely worth it. Yeah, let's reroll. Yeah. 2. I think we apply weak to these 2 nerds. I don't know. We'll see. We're getting close to just using Wraith form when it pops up, so I don't even know how much next turn even matters. Ilo's Dream, thank you very much for the follow. Oh yeah, plus we have Incense Burner. Yeah. Absolutely just do that. Okay. This is just a Bite's waiting room at this point. We have 2 more turns of Intangible. Actually, too much damage. Just killed her. I'm sorry. Pick up a Captain's Wheel, toot toot. Oh, hold up. A chance to Consecrate, Mental Fortress, and Flex. No. I'll keep this. Oh yeah, Mental Fortress sounds good. Maybe I should have considered it further. Just a maybe, though. It's the bird with arms. I guess we have a lot of attacks. The +4 strength isn't inherently bad. Initially, I was not super jazzed to see that, but I think in the end it'll be okay. I don't know if we hang on to it for that long, though. Alright, chance at Jack of all trades, flying sleeves, and a twin strike. Retain seems very bad with the Snecko Eye. And we don't have any plus strength for twin strike. We'll pass on that stuff. Oh my god, the order here is beautiful. Take the Sapphire Key over Juzu Bracelet, and we'll say Triforce complete, and a Snecko Skull. Very much. Go ahead and get another upgrade going here. I'm thinking either, like, at this point, Malaise is going to be really good for the Bird with Arms fight. For the extra +1 strength down. Does put us on a 4 combat path, but who knows? Maybe we'll just gain HP. Oh, we have Lantern. Nice. Confused why we had 4 energy here, but not paying attention. Should have played Skewer there. Captain's Wheel. Toot toot. It's our only boat relic tonight. No, we had the Horncleat earlier. Never mind. Yeah, I think I like our potions. The strength potion isn't amazing, but it's going to be good on the Bird with Arms fight, I think, since that's one of our main sources of actually doing damage. So the Repulsor is our source of gaining HP back, since we can't really attack the Spiker boy. I should have nightmared that. Well, maybe. Transit, Cloak and Dagger, Flying Knee, and a Pressure Points. Ooh. I don't think we've seen any defect cards yet. We have to fill our orb slot. Oh, wait, we have an orb slot. Hold up. Stop the stream. There we go, buddy. Okay. I've heard tale of Prismatic Shard on the Ironclad getting some really good stuff with the Watcher stances, like Wrath stance and Divinity, but I have not been able to work it into any of my own playthroughs yet. Oh, yeah. See, we're full HP. We have Pen Nib ready to go. I think we just let Poison kill him at this point. Your first ever run of Slay the Spire. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's a good feeling. Good stuff. If you start doing the Ascensions, a lot of people will argue that Ascension 1 is potentially better than Ascension 0 because the elites are the best source of rewards in Slay the Spire through the floor fights. More golds, more better card rewards. You get a relic out of the deal, better chance at potions. So some people will argue getting those like 3-4 elite paths is actually a benefit. So making it through Ascension 1 is a good next goal, I think, for a lot of people. Liquid Memories could be good. Kind of hyped up this strength potion. It allows us to make the Nightmare Catalyst meme dream work. Okay. It's not just for that, because I think that in particular is good on, say, the heart fights, maybe the elite fight, something like that. So I don't know if that actually is a benefit to us, but we'll see. It's the turn of nightmares. We'll just get fumes down and take the hit here. 13 damage. We can get back with bite. Yeah. $12 damage, you say? We can almost get away with... Oh, we can get away with Wraith form because we have Incense Burner. Yeah. And now we bite. Guess we should have drawn first. It's usually a good idea. Okay. We could bite here to heal to full. We lose Pen Nib for next fight. We'll just keep the Pen Nib. It's worth it. The Wraith form, do you only get the intangible for one turn? No. So the unupgraded form of Wraith form is gain 2 intangible. At the end of your turn, lose 1 dexterity. If we upgrade it, which we have, we gain 3 turns of intangibility. And this intangibility stacks with the intangibility from Incense Burner, which just adds on an extra turn, basically, if we time this correctly. So that's how we were able to get 4 turns of intangibility in that fight. This is a no. Wave of the Hand is just unnecessary with our leg sweep and stuff. Just a no. Ooh, Transient is a big problem. That is a very big problem. So we may have to use the Liquid Memories to pull back Catalyst sooner than I would have liked, and Defend was worse than, or Kelkin there. Oh, good. So Wraith form plus Incense Burner. Never mind. The rest of the fight is, well, it's over. Nice try, guy. So Incense Burner will be on 3 at the end of this fight, which honestly I think is about perfect. Yeah. See you later, dude. Oh, it's on 2. Never mind. I miscounted. A chance at Burning Pact, pressure points, and Bowling Bash. Bowling Bash can be good, but I think it's too late. Like, it would be good in the Bird with Arms fight on turn 1. It's 30 damage for some randomized energy cost. Burning Pact for card draw could also be good, but I don't really want it, I guess. Tough potions. Okay. So on to the Bird with Arms fight. The Acrobatics upgrade is going to be very good for us. It's an extra card draw. Also, just like the Disarm upgrade is good, but we have Disarm plus Malaise and not a lot of powers. I don't think we need to double down on the Disarm. Take the draw. We would like to Malaise. We could just do it this turn. Yeah. Good enough. And that is our, well, basically our only power. We're not playing Wraith form for quite a while. Okay. So we could Nightmare Alchemize for some shenanigans. So I kind of have too good to use syndrome on our current potions. I think they're pretty good. Oh. Well, that's not very useful. Way too early for you. It's 30 damage on its own. We have quite a lot of damage actually coming in. That said, I think we just do the skewer for 30. This bird dies next turn, and we have a regen potion for 10 that we can pop if we want to. We just will. Okay. Wow. I'd wanted to get our deadly poison down, but no such luck. The Noxious Fumes alone has finally got us above the regenerate from the Bird with Arms, so. Oh no, we took 1 damage. Aw, man. Oh. Okay, so we'll split this turn. There's nothing really left for us to do. We're full HP. We have a leg sweep coming around. Sadly, we did discard our disarm, though. We're in a good spot. We'll get some extra card draw. See how it goes. This is the scariest turn of the fight by far. Did not draw our leg sweep. Well, that's not very nice. So the weakness is about 10 block on its own, so dash is basically the same as Sucker Punch, right? Yeah. Dash is just more damage, so. Sure. Ouch. Then we were killed by draw. Snecko, please. Yes, I thought this was going to go slightly faster with better draws on the bites. But no such luck. So we're losing our intangibility next turn, and we're not quite to lethal yet. Never mind. We're to lethal. Didn't pop back up to full. That's okay. And the Donu and Deca fight, also known as the Shimmy and Shaken Shapes, as I like to call them. All right. Let's go Sacred Bark. Something amazing. Not amazing. We take Magnetism. That does fill our deck with junk, though. Panic Buttons could be okay. We don't need them now, but maybe the next time we draw them. Like, there are a lot of good colorless cards that we would want to play when they're drawn into our hand. It's when they cycle through our deck that's a problem. So we'll take 2 panic buttons and just not use them. Now we are sad. So if we malaise this turn, Donu is, so it's 4 turns of weak. The artifact absorbs the strength down, and Donu is weak next turn, and then the 2 turns after that. So the next 2 attacks from Donu. Alternatively, we can play like a disarm and then get the strength reduction on Donu. Doesn't sound great. The Nightmare Wraith form just win. I mean, we should probably do that. Probably. And just not play them. For the 3 that we draw next turn. I don't know. The issue with this deck is it's very slow. So we have 12 turns of intangible. That is 2 incense burner procs mixed in there. So 14 turns to kill Donu and Deka. Probably, right? Like, it's probably enough, I would hope. We do have Noxious down with Catalyst coming around. Sure. See how it goes. And we'll remove the artifact, basically, so we can get poison started on Donu. There's our first Incense Burner proc. The artifact is removed on both of them, so yeah, we'll just keep going for Deka. Removing the plated armor could be useful. We'll see. Warp Tongs hit. So Alchemize was 3, and then Warp Tongs hit it to upgrade it and made it 0. How'd they get plated armor? Yeah, so Deka puts stacking plated armor on them, and then Donu puts stacking strength on them. So the usual strategy is to go for Donu, as the strength is usually what kills you, the increasing incremental damage. But in our instance, since we have all this intangibility, we're going for Deka first, since the armor is now the issue. Killing them is the issue. Or Chalcom saving us a surprising amount of HP. Or not, or an expected amount of HP. Predator. Fight. Predator. Let's draw more cards, I think. That sounds right. Yeah, it must be both, because we do have the Daze cards as well. Oh. It's a pretty garbage turn. I don't know why I was going for Deca. Dona is clearly the target that needs to die next. We're basically there. No corpse explosion or anything, so. Get to full HP as best we can. Oh, he never doesn't do it till 19. That I did not know specifically that it didn't start till that late. I guess that makes sense. I actually don't ever play on anything under 20, except for on my watcher runs somewhat recently. Yo, oh! Yeah, see how much max HP we had for a second there? Dang. We come into Act 4 full HP, 294 gold. We'll go ahead and take an upgrade on something. And since we're around 3 or 4, we'll both work for the heart fight. It's a matter of which turn you want to block for. I think for us in particular, we'll want to set Incense Burner on 4 since we have Captain's Wheel for turn 3. So 4 will be the target. Rest for meme. Sometimes. Not this time, but sometimes. Disarm. All right. Thank you, meal ticket. So we have a chance at orange pellets here. But our only real power to proc it off of is Noxious Fumes. I think I'd rather have the Bag of Prep. Like Bag of Prep and then remove... Just remove a Defend at this point, maybe? Or pick up one of these potions. Distilled Chaos, 6 cards. And so steal 8 plated armor. I think the 12 poison is... Like, ideally we carry the poison potion into the heart fight, and then we have like an immediate use for Catalyst. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Bag of Prep doesn't do anything because of the shivs. Yes, thank you for catching that. I would have made that mistake. For sure. Yeah, we might as well take the pellets then. Sure. Okay. Incense burner on 4 if we can. Keep that in mind. Turn 1 does not spark joy. We don't have basic relic, but we do have a Snecko Eye. So the Ninja Scroll says at the start of combat, add 3 shivs to your hand. So if you watch the animation, the shivs plop into your hand at the very start before you draw any cards. So then we draw 7 cards with Snecko Eye, and we have a full hand. So yeah, Bag of Prep wouldn't have done anything at all. It was a good catch. I would have absolutely made that mistake, just due to fatigue at this point. All right, so Pen Nib Dagger Spray, I think, is our best use of a nib, but yeah, it's not a particularly good turn. We can dash disarm Malaise that puts 2 turns of weak onto the Spire's Spear, so we're safer from next turn. Yeah, the resolve order is interesting and maybe better understood by like people who have more time in the game than I do, but in my understanding, the relics resolve, then the cards resolve, and sometimes it depends on the order in which you've received the relics, but I'm almost certain that the Ninja Scroll at the start of combat effect takes precedence. Having 4 upgraded leg sweeps in the deck isn't bad. We lost 1 focus, guys. And our orb slot. Oh, you guys didn't even say anything. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. Let's do some leg sweeps. We haven't drawn through to our noxious fumes yet, so our ability to do damage has been severely compromised. We also can't break this artifact on the Spire's shield, which just kind of sucks. We do have 18 block from Captain's Wheel, though. Dash Defend is actually more block than leg sweep, but we keep the artifact on there. Yeah. Has to be correct. Okay. So this is our kind of one and only free turn. Chance to play our Wraith form. We have 7 cards in our draw pile. So this is what we're drawing next turn, meaning that we can always pull Wraith form with Liquid Memories, which sounds better. And our Alchemize is also free cost because it didn't get upgraded with Warp Tongs. So I don't mind using a potion in this fight to save. Oh, nice. Confusion wears off? Oh. I didn't think about that at all. Well, it's not inherently bad. It makes sense. I feel confused for some reason. But confusion wore off, so I don't know why I'm confused. Interesting. Okay. I think this turn is really difficult because I know I had said I don't mind using a potion and all that, but Liquid Memories on Nightmare Wraith form basically wins the hard fight for us. Assuming we draw through to them. But we have a lot of damage coming in this turn and not a lot of ways to block it, so I think we draw with Acrobatics. We did pull a leg sweep. He's already weak, though. Yeah, the card cost is only randomized when they are drawn. So the costs of the stuff that were changed from Confusion will stay changed for the remainder of the fight, which is why losing Confusion there after we had drawn through our whole deck was basically just bad. And all our leg sweeps are stuck at 2. Yeah, we're not in a very good spot right now. I'm gonna drop that super late. Oh, thank you, Wraith Form. I think we just have to play it. Yes. They have Ord Shalcom, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has to be better. Oh, we were intangible anyway. Okay. So this is where things are going to get very tricky. We want Incense Burner on... I mean, if it ends up on 3, it ends up on 3. We want it on 4, though, because of the Captain's Wheel on turn 3 for the Heart Fight. The Spire Spear dies next turn, which means that all of our damage should be focused on the Spire Shield. I am skeptical that we're able to just slow roll this fight for an extra 6 turns, but time will tell. Also don't know if I did too much damage to the Spire Shield. Oh. Or we just die? We don't just die. So the incense burner ends up on 2, which does not spark joy. I have bites, please. A single bite. Man, I rolled pretty hard for those bites. We just did not get them. Yikes. Well, you know, anything could happen. Bottled Flame. I doubt there is an attack that we want in our opening hand every time. Yeah. Smoke Bomb does nothing. Sweet. 19 HP. And a dream. Good luck. Thank you very much. We may need it. We will need it. All right, let's get some block for turn 1 here. We do have the shivs and a free acrobatics. Ooh, nice. So we've drawn piece number 1. We want Wraith form, and then we want Nightmare. Both in our discard pile, or at least the one of them. So ditch Wraith form. And the idea, I don't know if I said, I'm very tired. The idea is we're going to use Liquid Memories. It says choose 2 cards in your discard pile and return them to your hand. They cost 0 this turn. So we Nightmare Wraith form, they both cost 0, and then again we have roughly 14 turns of intangibility to kill the hearts. Careful not to remove Confuse. That's just good advice. I don't think it matters when we use the fire potion, so we'll use it now. We're never doing 181 damage this turn. Believe it or not. Sure. Okay. We do have Pet Nib for Skewer, but I think the 4 strength down, I think that makes the multi-attack 0, but I could be mistaken. We'll see. Multi-attack? Big attack? Oh, we drew it though. Oh, the hats. Dude, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. That was a huge help. I would have forgotten the entire fight. Okay. Why doesn't the heart get a hat? That is a good question. I don't get asked that very often. The heart is in this Christmas-themed run of Slay the Spire. The heart is trying to destroy Christmas, so it cannot have a Santa hat. It is the Grinch of sorts. Okay, well, we're always doing this because otherwise we just die. Good stuff. But we don't get our catalyst down. We did use our poison potion last fight, so. Okay. Nightmare Wraith form, play Wraith form, and 1 bite. I removed confused. I think it's fine. So dumb, I did it again. Get me out of here. It's, oh no, the Wraith forms are 3 now. Okay, it's a minor problem. We don't have Noxious down. We're just intangible forever. Interesting. I thought they would be 0 cost, actually, but I guess not. No bronze scales. Oh, whoops. Still managed to take damage this turn. Yeah, it was because Liquid Memories was specifically that turn only. That's exactly right. How's the heart fight going? Not well. Not well at all. Noxious for 3. Oh my god. Do we have to play it for 3? I think we do. All right, so we have 1 more Wraith form yet to go. Catalyst puts the heart at 18 full poison damage per turn. At the quickest, we draw through our draw pile in 3 turns, since we're drawing 7 cards per turn. So in, well, I guess in the slowest possible, if we don't play acrobatics and stuff, we draw acrobatics, or excuse me, we draw catalyst in like 4 turns, which means we miss out on $40 to $50 poison damage, right? Versus letting Noxious Fumes and a single deadly poison stack up. I think we just use it now. And, oh, Snecko, 19, my bad. honestly, give me the damage at this point. Yeah, just slow roll the heart fight. What could possibly go wrong? Okay. 5 turns of intangibility means we get 1 extra turn thanks to Incense Burner sometime in the future. You never know. If we stack up those bites enough, we might get 1 turn after that to just not die, but it's a pretty big maybe. Very close to Pen Nib's Skewer. We are there. Well, it turns out we were just fine all along. Oh, baby. A G. Plus 1 HP. It's Mask of the Cleric. Or Face of the Cleric. Oh, man. I cannot believe that my last run of the evening, it was like, it was like 1 a.m. and I was like, maybe I'll do one more quick one just to see how it goes. Made a phenomenal number of mistakes. It took me almost 2 hours. We got a hard kill. Feels good, man. Feels good. Goodbye, hats. Has it been done? I think it has.